Okay, so I played my first modern game today, at least in a while. I mean, I've certainly played the modern before, but never actually with any idea of what I'm doing. Not that I really had any idea what I'm doing here, but I think it's the start of me eventually learning what I'm doing. So, e4, I played modern, and they delay this move, so I'm not really sure what to do, because a6, I think is primarily for this move, actually, so I think that's part of why they're delaying it. Oops. So they delay it. I just play d6. They play this h3 move. Not really sure what it's doing. Computer wants knight f6, which is transposing to the Pirc, I assume. I just not the biggest fan. I do want to see this. I know it's bad, but I guess, yeah, there's that. So maybe at this point already I should have tried to transpose, but I play this instead because it's a pretty universal move. Helps play c4, for example. They move the bishop here, and I should have just played e6. e5 is shown too. I don't exactly understand that move. After this, for example, what would be it played? Oh, the knight here blocks the bishop. I didn't consider that at all. I was like, well, if I go here, then we get this trade, and then this happens. I didn't actually realize that that's not possible. So I played this, which I think is a terrible move. I should have just played e6, which I realized afterwards. After this whole thing. Because, like, okay, they'll do this maybe, and then not to move the knight back. It's like, I'm going to play e6 anyway, so it's just, what's the point? Really don't want knight b6, which tempos the bishop, but it's not particularly useful, and it gets in the way of this, should that happen. f5, funnily enough, I think is a move that I considered, actually. See this? I go back. The castle. Really want b6, just fianchetto. Which makes sense, I guess, but I play this. Here they play a4, which this during the game made me wonder why after, say, this, a4 is a bad move. How are we supposed to abuse this? I guess looking at the engine might not immediately tell me. But this is a weakness, and knowing it's there might give you something to play for, perhaps? But yeah, that's something I need to go and learn. So far I've played pretty terribly. You know, here just play this, it's both pieces, I don't know. Keeps wanting f5, which is very difficult to play without being certain it's right, although it is a move that's at many points in time, maybe even that point in time, I did consider. Makes sense to me, kind of. See this? Apparently this isn't best. I guess it wants this. No, it wants d-takes. Actually, I don't know why I wasn't a fan of this. Maybe I was just blind to the queens seeing each other? I don't really get it. Maybe I didn't want that. I don't know. Play this, which stops me from jumping in here, also forces me to trade. I just castle, they play this, go back obviously. Here I'm thinking about taking, playing this. really just that, so I take first. They take, and I decide b5 is fine to go for, and Peter seems to agree. They go back, which they were supposed to play en passant, which I was supposed to take with a knight, apparently. I don't know if I saw that during the game. The bishop move, they go rook there. That happens. I'm able to push this. I actually didn't realize. Oh, the pawn wasn't hanging here. And after this, that. Could I have taken this? No. Because of that. And had I taken this first, then I would have been hanging. So I never actually missed the opportunity to capture the pawn. I go back looking to, I don't know, just do that, and it seems like my knight's very misplaced. Andrew wants rook c8, which would have made sense in hindsight. Now here they play this move, which is very good, and I'm kind of doing this. At some point I blundered a piece, but because my opponent offered me a take back earlier on a less substantial move, instead of taking back with the knight, they took back with the queen, and they offered take back, and I accepted it. So after I blundered, I decided to go for a take back too. Yeah, here I played it like rook b8, or I think so. But this just loses the game to knight takes here. If I take back, we just get this, so. Said I do this, which I felt was kind of forced. They want b4, tempoing the queen, whatever. I'm not calculating all that. And here they do this, which apparently is losing. I don't understand that in the slightest, really. They want rook takes O, which guards this. But my opponent thought after this, probably, that they would be fine. But knight to e7, and I guess this, and it's quite good for me. I wish I saw that. In hindsight, I don't know about this move. It was the top engine move, apparently. Oh no, this square is covered, so yeah, of course I play this. They go here, which apparently I must have blundered. Do you want bishop c5, which is probably just alternate order. I don't know. Rook c d1. Well, I don't think they have anything. Yeah, I don't. Oh well, that one's a rook. What if I don't have the rook get one? What if I just move the rook, for example? Oh, then they're guarding it. Yeah, so I guess the conclusion there is that this doesn't work, but they didn't see that. We get this trade. I go back. Really? What? Bishop takes f4. There's no way bishop takes f4 works. Really? Oh, I have e5. Yeah, I should have seen that. This game is really terrible for me. Whenever I just move this, they push the pawn. I go here. I saw this move, but I didn't think it worked. Yeah, I saw that. Then I thought after this. Yeah, and then they go here. This is what I saw. But the engine thinks this is fine, which I mean, I didn't consider in the slightest, really. But yeah, that makes sense. I should have seen that. From here, I don't know, I just played this to get the queens off the board, but this is losing as well, as can be seen here. So, yeah, I played this very terribly, but I do have to figure out these lines where they don't go knight c3. I think that's one thing. Okay, this is all fine, but the question is, maybe should I play a Pyrrhic if they don't go knight c3? I think that's just still on the topic of knight c3. And not playing e6 here was very dumb. Also wonder, I've probably thought about here the move h6, which may also have made sense. I don't know, I don't like inducing the weakness, but it stops this threat.
That feeling when you check your bank account and your paycheck's days away.
Oh no.
And of course, your calendar's all good news.
So let's
banking, your direct deposit hits your bank account up to 2 days faster.
Oh, this
So
is
when
an
your
ad
friends
for
are
a
like,
bank. I thought this was an ad for
"Bills
one of
go,"
those
you have the
services
peace
which
your
lets you
deposit
like
brings. And the best part,
lets
there's no monthly service
you
fee for 17 to 24-year-olds. Thanks to
get
Chase
like
Secure Banking.
For Chase Secure Checking,
loans on your
deposit may be
paycheck.
credited up to 2 business days early, depending on when the payer submits the transaction.
Or no, that's not what I thought it was. That's another thing that I hate. I thought it was one of those things that lets you like finance a taco, but no, it's just an ad for a bank, which I mean, I don't appreciate either, but it's not as bad. Yeah, because this a4 move is just But yeah, so that's another thing I need to figure out. Because if they play knight c3 here, for example, I would play a6, but then they could also play a4. But playing a4 wouldn't be a good move. And I need to understand how I'm punishing a4. So, punishing a4, them not going knight c3 are two important takeaways. Maybe lines where I do want to go play the Pyrrhic. I think those are the main takeaways, other than just some poor tactical vision on my part. Yeah, I think that's what I'll leave it at.